So. I guess you want to know. There is team play night. There is NBA action tonight on the Tuesday in the season tournament talk. Now you already know I moved from my Philadelphia 76 playing against the Indiana Pacers tonight, but I wanted to talk about other teams and why these games are critical. They do count towards the regular season game, but this is the in-season tournament. Like, and you just don't understand how intense ones are if you're not watching them. If you're usually watching the highlights, you get a little fraction of what's really going on. So these are playing. It's got to be those courts. Those courts be getting that feeling in. So we beat the Pistons last Friday, put them 0-1, but they played the Hawks tonight. And I believe the Hawks are 1-0 in the tournament. But it's going to be in Detroit tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one to Detroit. I'm telling you, this game in the tournament makes it more intense, more pivotal. You can win something in the middle of the season. Well, it's not even middle. It's like the middle of the beginning of the season. But still, like legit, you go to Vegas with some bread. There's a lot of players on that bench that aren't making millions of dollars. So them getting 100K extra for the holidays, man, that's gotta be it got to be a momentum grabber. That's motivation. That's a momentum. You know what I'm talking about? Motivation. Nah. But I'm not perfect. I is human, and I make mistakes, but it's all good. It's all right. I ain't been on all that. Humility, a wonderful attribute to have for people in this type of situation, in this podcasting world. Am I gonna start doing video potty? I don't know. I thought about it. Um, Actually, I'm doing several pods. This is my only pod that I'm doing. I also have a return jersey pod. I also help with the drive at home pod. Um, so there's several different things that I'm doing with the podcast. I think he and I probably would venture more into the video casting than anything. So look out for us. Opinionated Media. He's rebranding, so I'll let you guys know when that happens, when that goes down. He is a he is a basketball aficionado. Like he lives, breathes, eats, and chews basketball. A great mind to be, you know, a part of his movement. His, shout out to MJ, opinionated MJ on Twitter. He's doing some huge things with WNBA. A lot of women's sports basketball. It's like, I'm really proud of this guy. He's going to quite the time, and he is putting out some great content away from uh, the mainstream media, what we call it, the drama. He is really putting out some good content. You have to check him out. So, anywho, um, let me know. Sit up there and do what you guys need to get a hold of me. So, I'm on Twitter as well. Um, underscore MI underscore EIGAJ. Let me say it again. Underscore MI underscore VIAJE. Vision. My journey. So Pistons versus the Hawks. The reason why I think the Pistons are going to take this is going to be because of the court. I think it puts a different fire under people. This court is going to light a fire under people. If you saw the Friday game that uh, Philly played against Detroit, we played in Detroit. Detroit, their court was nice. I liked it. I really did. You know, they're putting this middle bar with the championship trophy at the free throw line, and it looks nice. It really looks nice. It really looks um different, like a nuance to it. And Detroit was all right. They get to play one home game, one away game. This is their this is their second home game that they're at home. So I don't know what they were talking about if they got two games. I don't know. So the 2 games away, it might have been 2 games at home, 2 games away. I don't know. But so far Detroit is still on one. I think tonight they are going to trade and Murray at home on this court. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna still improve what they've been doing for the last few days. They've been just right there, like with every team they play, just like this. It's hard for them to close. They're not. They're not putting that same uh, effort into winning on their close. I don't know what's going on with that. But most young teams, like when Philly was just getting underneath their young team was growing. You know, they Jordan was hurt and he was on the court. When they were trying to get their fill in, when he come back and finish, you know, it took us a minute uh close out games, and that's what Detroit's going through right now. They're not showing up when it's time to close. They could be up by 13, 17 throughout those games. As soon as the fourth quarter hits, you know, I don't know what they're thinking, like gas, or I don't know if the coaches, Monty Williams, and, you know, having them run at full speed in practice. I don't know, but for some reason they're gassed out, they're exhausted. I mean, I know it's a motor city, but um, you know, you shouldn't be gassed out. You gotta keep you young. Do something better. They can do it though. I think tonight is their night. Better than that. I mean, they're gonna be a huge underdog, so I think tonight's their night. Just on a lead pass. The next game is the Hornets and the Miami. Who's gonna take this game? I'm gonna say the Miami because they have been on a tear the last few games. Um, they lost Tyler Hero. They put some different people. They're switching up with different people in their lineup. So I'm gonna take this game away from the Hornets. You know, it's at their home arena. I can't wait to see what their home arena in court looks like. I'm gonna be popping in, popping out. Of course, that's the Sixers game. While the Sixers don't have time to take people out, but I think that the Miami Heat will take this. I think Bam Adebayo is gonna have a good triple double this game too, just because of the Hornets lineup. They're gonna have Melo, you know, dishing when he should be driving, you know, breaking down that defense a little more. It's gonna be a good game though. If it goes to overtime, I'm not gonna be surprised. But I think Miami's gonna edge through. Um, Speaking of the Hornets, uh, Lamelo and P.J. Washington. I think uh, Miles is still out. I think they have quite a few players out. Gordon, I seen him in the last game, but for some reason in my brain, I think he might be out. I don't know if something happened. It's not. I might have read something that happened. I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking of Gordon's out. He could be. He could be. If he is out, they might have some. But they got a lot of young players too. They're having a hard time closing out on teams too. But look, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it because they got what I think they got one or two veterans. I think besides Gordon, they got some players that can teach these young fellows how to hold it down, how to maintain their pace. But Miami's gonna take that game. That's in Group C. In Group C on the West Coast, got the Toronto, or they got the Thunder, okay, Thunder, and the San Antonio Spurs. Now this game got 7:30 on TNT. course, don't see it because when Benyamin's on there, the Thunder don't never really get no airtime, but they gonna get it because when Benyamin. And let's see, when Benyamin, he shows up with the microphone. I think this is gonna be a tight game. It's gonna be probably within 7 points. There's gonna be a winner. But who am I gonna go for? I'm gonna go for okay. It's their home in tournament. Um, that course probably gonna get so pretty. That powder blue. I hope they got a whole powder blue court with like a red bar. The whole red bar goes across. That would be kind of dope. Um, yeah, I think OKC's gonna take it. Shai tired of losing. He been getting up into his face last year. He is taking over like I suggested times ago. He's taking over, getting those rings. Yeah, at first, he was trying to get his teammates involved, but you gotta show them how to be involved. It's very young. I think OKC is one of the youngest teams in the league right now. So Shai has to go out there. He's a veteran on this squad for sure. He has to go out there and show them, look, this is what you do. This is how you do. They know how to play ball. Of course, they know how to coach the NBA players. Whether they're rookies or they're 10 years in. But he's the leader of that squad. And like I said in the last couple of pods ago, I said Shai take the reins and bring them into victory because they're looking at him to show them he's the leader. What are we supposed to do in this situation? Shai takes the ball, boom, into somebody's face. Or he's backing somebody down and getting fouled, going to the free throw line like he's doing it. So they turned it around. They're 6-4 now. And that's a good feat. Uh, the Suns, and Spurs, 4. Wemby, I thought he was going to be way too much hype. I thought he was going to be way too much hype. But he's exactly what we all, well, most of us thought he was going to be. He is dishing, bounding, booming, shooting. He's a full package. And he's a once in a generation player. And is he going to do it by himself? No, of course not. Does he have some great players on the team? Of course. He has Popovich as a coach. So, the success is going to be what it's going to be. But this year, will they make the playoffs? I think they'll make it to the playoff tournament, but I don't think they're going to go really far in the playoffs. I mean, Pop turns into a different team in the playoffs. So if they do get that eighth spot in at the end of the season, I think they might be able to beat Denver. I know some people are like, yeah, right. What are you talking about? I think they could. Pop is a different coach during the playoffs. I don't know what it is, but he's just cut different with the playoffs. Right now, it's the regular season. He's trying to get to work together, abide by his plays, what he wants them to do. And once they get into that system and they take on that, it turns into something different in the playoffs. And I love seeing Pop go to work in the playoffs. It's something magical. So will they make the playoffs? Right now, 10 games in, I'm gonna say no. I'll answer that question in another 10 games and see if my answer is still the same. But right now, I'm gonna say no. They might make it to the tournament at the end of the season, but they're not gonna. They're not gonna. They're not gonna be hungrier than, let's say, a Memphis Grizzlies or a Utah Jazz or a Sacramento Jazz. They're not gonna be that hungry. They're gonna be hungry, but they, take the book going. You know. So OKC's gonna take this next game at 7:30 on the next game is also the Celtics. So it's Brooklyn Nets at home and the Magic. Ooh, wait a minute. That court's gonna be fire. That's an all black court with a silver bar across. Oh, that might be nice. That might be a good look for Brooklyn for sure. Ooh, I can't wait to see that for. That's gonna be nice. But what if they do all white with a black bar? It wouldn't be all white. It definitely is not gonna be all white because they want it to stand out. So it might just be all black with like some other color as the bar going across, and that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be real dope. I'm gonna have to watch that. See if that takes like halftime when they're in the second quarter. So uh, I'm definitely gonna check that out. Who am I don't think is gonna win? Boy, these teams both are cutting up. Looking at the 500 with 5-5, and the Magic are above 500 with 5-4. So I don't know. Pablo, he's been off the chain. And Makai, he's been off the hook too. Let's see. Okay, Makai has Cam. Oh, but they were all easy. Or they were rested. Something. They didn't play it. Not one. They didn't play. Let's check this out. It's good. Home. But I'm gonna hit back to this not so yep, it is there. Okay, so huh. Hmm. That's good. That's a good one. Who am I thinking for the one? It's gonna be on Brooklyn's court. I think stars are gonna be out there in Brooklyn. Uh, is it on TV? No, it's on League Pass, not national televised. I'm gonna say the Brooklyn Nets break up that win streak with the Orlando Magic. So I think they're gonna take them out. And they're gonna take them out in a big way. In a big way, they're gonna take them out. Come on. If Makai plays, yeah, it's a wrap. I believe the last game they played, played. I think it was like 3 or 4 players out. Uh, 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 what's that guy? I like him. Brooklyn. God, it's terrible. Terrible, I say, terrible. Um, Claxton. I think Claxton was out. Ben Simmons was out. Makai was out. I think Dimwitty was out. Like they had a lot of players out, so they're gonna play. If they play, Brooklyn got this all day. If they don't, he's gonna go down wire to wire. And Magic might steal it, but I'm gonna go for Brooklyn. They're playing on the pass. Next game, Group B on the West Coast, the Pelicans and the Mavericks. Pelicans are 4-6, Mavericks are 8. Woo! This game, I think it's gonna be. I think, I think this the Dallas Mavericks. What's this court gonna look like? I think it's gonna be like an all red court with like the gold strip. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Just like a gift wrap up. I'm gonna feel like it's so at home. Dallas, look at Doncic can't just mess with like that though. You don't care who's guarding him. He's gonna be a monster, a straight up monster. You just can't just dangle something in his face and he's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it though. I believe he wants whatever he's trying to hand out. He wants a few things. And I think a lot of players feel that way. They just need to have talent to get the Dodgers pass. But I think Luke Johnson is going to fix that. That game was the Pelicans. CJ McCollum down. The Pelicans are just not as cool without McCollum. Yeah, they got Ingram on there. I know. I know we don't know. I know they got some other people that's probably um, good fits for them, but not together. Something's gonna happen with that Pelicans team. Mark my words. They gonna disband something. it doesn't even matter if TJ McConnell's down. It should be with one man down, two players should stand up, ready, and it's not happening with that. The point is, Zion looks like he's top form. He he's doing everything he can. He's trying to pass. He's trying to rebound. He's trying to get points. But he's one man. He can do it all. And players that pretty much dominate over him. He's not that good of a defensive on the ball defender. He's really not. I don't know if it's because uh, he's not getting help with defense, but he's not really all that good. He's more so, doing ball drive, doing ball shoot. He's not a very good defender. In my opinion, if he does get better in defense, they might be a different team. Their scope, their vision might be different, but he's not. And I like Shai. And I will see the best defender. And yeah, no shade, no shade at all. But what you gonna do with Doncic when he's the stick 'em too? What you gonna do when he's backing you down? You paid him nothing. He's gonna roll off. He's gonna coach up. He's just gonna well that way left or to the right and or fade away on you. And you might got hot to jump the ball, but you ain't got hot for that. I ain't seen him play no good defense. And I've watched at least one game. Out of the 10 games, I think I've watched the whole one game. Any other time I'm going to this game or that game. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I watch one game for a quarter, move on to the next game. It just depends on the action that's going on with my attention lies. And they're not, they're not. Oh, Lord, the Amber Alert. Oh, no. This searching for is dangerous. It's a gray alert, y'all. It's a gray alert. Hope you get out. Hope you safe. Hope you well. But yeah, Zion, I think you should work on your defense, homie. For real. Back in Houston, your offense is what it's going to be. But I think you need to try to start doing some lockdown defense type stuff. Next game, Group A on the West. Jazz and the Trailblazers. The Jazz and the Trailblazers. Trailblazers, they suck, but they're trying. The Jazz, they suck. They're trying. They have won 3 games. That's good. I mean, I can never talk about somebody at least getting 3 wins in the early season like this because there's been a time when the Sixers have won in like 15, 20 games. So I can't really say they're not trying. They are. Shout out to Steve Thybulle. My guy, number 4 on the Trailblazers. Um, who's gonna win this game? Oh, it's on the Jazz floor. So what's their court gonna look like? They're gonna have probably a whole yellow uh court with a blue bar. That's gonna probably be their court. Um, let's see. They got marketing on there. They got Tesla on there. They got Sexton on there. Mm, I'm gonna go with the Trailblazers. I see Shannon Sharp moving the leader role last weekend up to the Trailblazers, and it's looking good. He's passing, he's looking for players, he's opening up. It looks like so. I'm gonna go with the Trailblazers on this game on the Valley home into the court. Uh, what is going on with the Trailblazers? They have a leader. They lost to them, and then Lillard. They lost to Anthony Hardaway. Um, Jeremy Grant is balling. I think he's more vocal. I don't really hear him too much on the court, and that's what a leader does. A leader starts the conversation on the court. He may not be in the conversation, but he at least starts it. Now, I wasn't seeing that a lot last game they played, I heard a lot of Shank Sharp. I heard a lot of him. So, uh, I don't know. I think Aiden. I don't think he's playing right now, but he should be talking too. He should be a lot more vocal. Um, they need a PJ Tucker. That's the thing on this subway. They need a PJ Tucker. Somebody that's gonna hold every single last person on that court accountable. Regardless of if they're a starter or they're on the bench or whatever, they need a PJ Tucker. So, Chauncey, go on and try to get PJ Tucker real quick for the trade deadline. Help those Clippers out because they need some kind of help. I mean, I know you can try to help a team out, but your team needs to help by getting PJ Tucker on your squad with all these young fellas on there. And I think maybe a win-win. But moving on. Group C on the West. We got the Golden State 6-5 Warriors and the Minnesota Twin Towers 7 Timberwolves. They are doing it up. They really trying to put the NBA on the Timberwolves. They're tired of the disrespect. They're tired of it. They ain't got no time for it. It ain't something that they want to do. They say, "Hey, you think we ain't playing this game? We playing this game," and they are doing they third business. I'm not mad at them at all. I think it's very fun watching Edwards. He is emerging to be a monster, I think. And who I think is gonna take this game? The Timberwolves. They beat the Warriors about a week ago, and I think they're gonna beat them again. The Warriors court is probably gonna be all blue with that gold bar going across. I'm gonna make that short. The Golden State Warriors will be in their home court to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Uh, Cat probably give him a triple dub. Edwards is gonna give him a nice little 40 piece. Um, and that's all I gotta say about that. Group B on the West, the Nuggets and the Clippers. All day long, the Nuggets. The Clippers, they are not in a good place at all. I read an article that James Harden said he needs 10 games to, get himself acclimated to the team. 10 games to get acclimated to the team he wanted to go to. But you're supposed to be the system. So why do you need 10 games to get acclimated? You already got your team on a, what, 4 or 5 game losing streak? Like, I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like some garbage. But we'll see. After 10 games, we'll see. I think that he's dribbling the ball too much. I don't think he is passing the ball. He is airballing it up. I don't think that he's the right mindset. Like his mind isn't on basketball. When I see him not with the ball, he looks bored. He looks so bored. And that's saying a lot because he always has the ball. But when he doesn't have it, he looks so bored. He's not defending anybody. He looks so in uninvested. That's what he looks like. He looks uninvested. Put him on the bench. Let him come off the bench. That's gonna be the real ego struggle for him. But put him on the bench. You should. Tyronn Lue, you want your team to win, then put him on the bench. Let him come off the bench. Let him get that 6-man award if possible. And, get your team going right. It's going left right now. I think the Nuggets court is going to look like the all gold, whatever that color is. Um, Gold court with a dark blue bar on the top. Moving on to the next Group A. On the West, we have the Lakers 5-5 and the Grizzlies 2-8. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Lakers because the Grizzlies suck without Ja Morant. They absolutely are garbage without Ja Morant. And no disrespect for the other players in the team. It's just there's no synergy going on in that court. Everybody's doing their own thing. Every single player on that team is doing their own thing. There's not a lot of passing. There's not a lot of ball movement. It's just horrible. The Lakers court, I think that's the Lakers court. I'm not sure, but I think it's going to be all gold with a blue bar as well. Um, I think really are thinking of the place. I know people in Memphis are like, man, this feels like the palace of Arbor of Ann Arbor. My bad. I had to throw that out there because we played Detroit. That place was empty. In some areas it was empty. In some areas it was full, but I just had to get out there. It was funny. We're looking so bad, so bad. But yeah, y'all are looking really bad. But I think the Lakers gonna take it. I think it's gonna be absolute blowout in the tournament. And that's all the games that we have for that day. The Sixers, of course, are playing the Pacers at home. I think they that court in action. Um, I think it was like an all gray court with a blue bar going across. I think I'm not sure. Um, I saw it before on Twitter, but I can't remember what it was like. We played um, Indiana Pacers tonight, but tomorrow we have a back-to-back against the Celtics at home. That's these two games are pivotal. Pivotal because one is in the tournament against the team that straight up demolished. We may not have blew them out, but we crushed their soul. So I mean, when your soul gets crushed, you got to go back out there and try to get it back. And I think them being in Group A with us on the East Coast, they're gonna try everything in their power to get that game back. And I hope we don't give it up. The Sixers are 8-1. We have the best record in the league. I believe. Let me check that for sure. I don't want nobody come for me. Don't come for me unless I stand for you. Okay? Let me just tell you that right now. Um, dang, wait a minute. They're not even showing the standings for the conference. Oh, here we go. Okay, 8-1. Let's see, the best of 8. Yes. So we have the best record in the entire league. We have the best win streak right now. Um, whoo, man, this ratio we have plus 22.2. It's not the best, but that's nice. That's real nice. We got the best record in the league. Best record in the association. Just had to put that on my list. And we play Boston tomorrow. So look for the team to try to knock my Indiana right out of the game. Jump. Like if we ain't up by let's say if we not up by 25 by the second quarter, look for the third quarter to be a blowout. Straight up. Because they need to get Joel and Maxie and Tobias some rest. So um KJ, this might be your day, your moment, baby. This might be your time to get you some minutes tonight, so be ready. Be ready. Stay ready. Springer, stay ready, bro. Stay ready. Because this might be your time to be called. Your number might be spewed out. And you might just be able to get yourself in there. And once you get your shot in there, don't make me have to return your jersey. Do your the thizzle. Get out there and show them what you can do to help the team. Get out there and do that because some of these players they get an opportunity when somebody goes down to show up and show out, and they act like they don't know what's going on. Like, huh? What I'm supposed to do? What's the play again? You better get that playbook, play card, play whatever you need to do. Look at footage and get in where you fit in. for sure. I want to see a lot more KJ. I want to see a lot more Springer. Do it. Do what you got to do. Even Mo Bamba. Be ready, bro. You got a couple blocks in the last game. You got a couple of good passes in there. Keep it up, cause I'm not one of your biggest fans, but you're on my squad, so I'm cheering for you. Do what you got to do and break their heart. Period. Break their heart. So after the Boston game tomorrow, we have a 2 day rest period that we're back at it in Atlanta. So chill. We ain't gonna be home for probably for a minute. But everybody have fun tonight watching the game. It's gonna be these Tuesdays and Fridays nights are like, to me, in my opinion, like what basketball should be. It's fun. It's exciting. Have a great night. Leave me some comments. Do what you need to do. Whatever you got to say. It's an opinionated voice. Go ahead and say what's on your mind. And I'll hit y'all in another time. Peace.